Hi everybody. Well, today we're going to be doing some transplanting in our greenhouse. So let's step in and I'll show you a really neat way to do transplanting. Well, I got a lot of transplanting to do. I started off plants in a smaller greenhouse. I call it my seed starter greenhouse. But today we're going to move these plants into our bigger containers now. So what I'm going to be transplanting today is called, here you are, it's broccoli, a whole flat of broccoli. And there's a lot here. These are root bound. They got to come out, of course. It's that time of the year. So let's get comfortable and let's see what we got here. It's the temperature in here is 85 degrees. Sun is out, partly sunny today, so it's really absorbing a lot of sunlight here. So I just want to show everybody a neat trick. I showed this once before. I'm going to take some cheap, these are hefty cups, but you can use any of these cups here. These, I'm trying to see the size here. Well, I don't know, but maybe 9 ounce, maybe more. And cheap plastic cups, and take a knife and just punch a hole in the bottom for drain. One hole is good enough. And put your soil in and put it in whatever you have there. Now, it's very low price, cheap way of doing it. So I got a whole bunch of containers I filled up with some soil. This soil here is actually my own soil I make out of compost and filter and everything like that. And it's also got some other potting soil and mix in it, so it's pretty good soil. Now, what I do is I take my plant out. It's simple to do. I just take my finger, make a hole in there, and I insert it and put it in. It's that simple, everybody. Do the same thing here again. Take out enough root. Open up make a hole and just push it in. And they are transplanted. That's an easy way to do it. I don't have much rooting system, but I will plant that. And the same way, just make a hole and push it in. This is a really low price budget way to make your plants transplantable, and it works well, really works well. And it doesn't cost a lot of money, everybody, which nowadays really makes a difference. So you can have a really nice time, and this doesn't cost a lot to do this. And it works just fine. You don't need all this expensive equipment. Now, I have a small farm, everybody, as you may know. That's what I talk about often on my YouTube channel. And I'm always on a budget. I don't want to spend a lot of money, but I still want to be able to do things and enjoy it. And the way food prices are nowadays, it's worth everybody to try to grow your own food if you can. You don't need a lot of room, and it doesn't cost a lot of money. Look at this. Isn't this a great way to do it? Just take some cups, and also these are recyclable, but don't throw them away when you're done. Gather them up and save them for next year. These, by the way, have been used already. I used them last year. I'll use them over again. So it's now costing me nothing at all to do my transplanters here, because I didn't have to buy these cups. I bought them last year. So it's a great way, everybody, to do this transplanting, and it's a lot of fun. You don't need a greenhouse, by the way, either. You could have just something in a cold frame. I'd make another video how to do it, but take an old door with windows in, dig a hole in your yard, and place the door over the hole, and you now have a cold frame. And that really works wonders for growing your own plants if you don't want to spend some money on a greenhouse. I'm in a 10 by 10 greenhouse. I made this greenhouse myself, so I didn't buy it, but it still costs some money to build it because you have to buy the panelings and everything like that. But once you have a greenhouse, you never have to buy it again. So I'm always looking for ways to do things on a budget and do it right. And it's very nice in here today. It's 34 degrees outside, but it's cozy in here. Gives you a nice feeling of springtime. And after I transplant them, just straighten them out a little bit. I'll take a bucket of water and water them down so they have plenty of water to start the legs in a new container. Isn't that nice? Look at that. Let's do some more. Let's try some more. Look at this. So this is broccoli I'm doing, as I said, everybody. And just take the broccoli plant, put it in the cup. The cup didn't cost me anything this year, but if you had to buy the cups, they're very cheap to buy. And take your transplant. This is how I transplant. I take my finger, make the hole, and as I make the hole, I place the plant in the hole. Watch how I do it. Make the finger hole, put the plant in the hole, and as I move the finger, I place the plant in the hole. Watch again. See how I do it? Just take my finger, wiggle it in there, put it in the ground, and place it in. So easy to do. A lot of fun, everybody. Doesn't cost a lot of money. And the results is just amazing. You can grow your own food. It's just a nice, fun, cheap way to, look at that, isn't that a nice one? To grow stuff. And you don't have to spend a lot of money. You don't even have to buy your own soil. If you can make your own compost, and this don't even have to cost you anything, really. All you have to do is buy some seeds. And look at all the plants I got now. I got a lot to do here today, so I don't want to hold you too long. But this is all fun ways to do it. And the hobby, call it a hobby, it's a farm if you want to call it a farming. It's a fun way to do it, everybody. So see, I'm just placing it in a hole there in my finger. And there it is. Look at that. And I got 2 flats already done in that time period. It's not a hard job. Very easy to do. And look at that. It didn't cost me a cent. No money at all to do this. Because I bought these cups last year, and I didn't have to buy any this year. Look at that. Look at that. That looks so nice. Don't it look so nice? These will go out in the spring. And by the way, I mentioned last year I have black garbage cans here, and I fill them with water. I have to fill it with water yet, but I do that. And I don't heat this greenhouse. I never did. It's another cheap way to do things. Cabbage could take some cold weather, so I put the cabbage out first, and then I'll leave them in here. If it gets really cold, I'll put an electric heater in here, but I never had to do it yet. And they could take the cold. Whoop, here goes my cups. So just, these are cups from last year. All the cups from last year. And I'll just fill up. By the way, this flat here, got it from someone threw one out. Doesn't cost me anything to buy those flats either. If you go to maybe a friendly greenhouse place that they find out they're throwing away, then maybe you can grab some. It's getting so hot in here, I'm gonna have to open this door. Let's see, prop it open. Yeah, stay there, stay there. This door, I have it so it self-closes when you walk out, the door closes behind you. Okay. All right, let's fill our bucket. This is fun today, isn't it? Look at that. Okay, let's see what we can do here. I need another. Yeah, there we are. Okay. Some of the soil is still frozen from outside yet. Hey, don't you do that. Okay. So I'll just take this. Try not to make a mess in my greenhouse here. That's a greenhouse, you know. You can see some of the leaves are in there from my compost. It's not a big deal. Plants don't mind having some leaves in with them. Nice, good, rich soil. I'll find something better to scoop that out with. This is funny, this scoop here, I found them laying out back by the blueberries. So I'm guessing that the original owner used these for the blueberries, maybe for fertilizing or picking blueberries. And got a couple of them, they were laying all back there. I can use it. So they must have made some use of it. It's garbage. Let's see if I can loosen some of the soil up here and get it out, man. I'm just showing how I do this, everybody. It's again, it's how I do it, and it's always been successful for me. So I wanted to share my way of doing it. I'm sure there are other people that have different ways of doing things, and that's nice. But this is how I do it, and it's doesn't cost me anything, and that's what I like about it. Doesn't cost me anything. Maybe if you had some guests over and you had plastic cups you had to use, don't throw them away. Keep them for your greenhouse or transplanting. And now, there are other ways, cheap ways to do it too. I just gotta mention that you may have some disposable containers, some from something else. If you don't, just go out to your supermarket, your local supermarket, and buy some cheap plastic cups. You don't even have to buy them this big. They don't have to be this size even. I'm just using these. Okay, so there is another flat ready to go. Let's transplant them. This will make 3 of them already. I got a handful of them here this time. My stuff here, my broccoli. There you go. Nice roots in it. Put the finger in, place it in. Same way, place them in. Split it apart a little bit, a little root bound. That's okay. That's okay. They have to come out now, so. It's nice to be in a greenhouse, too. I'm just saying you don't have to have a greenhouse, but nice to be in a greenhouse when it's so cold outside. And you can be in a warmer climate, sun shining down on you. It's a neat thing to have. And now it's getting cold, so I'm going to shut the door now. Okay. Cheap way to do it, everybody. Cheap, low price. Don't even have to cost much at all. And you can have wonderful plants later on that you transplant into your garden. Look at that. Oh man, I did so many here already. I'll have to go out to the compost heap and get some more. Some of these are huge already. Look at that. Let's see if I can dig that out. Look at that. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, that's ready to get broccoli soon. Oh, wow. You ever taste homegrown broccoli, everybody? Have you ever tried it? You don't know what real taste of food is until you actually grow your own garden-grown food. And if you tried it, you know what I'm talking about. Because it's just amazing flavor that you just... No comparison. I don't have anything else to say besides it's just so tasty. Look at that. Now we have another flat done. I'm about halfway done with my broccoli here now. So I got a lot here done. I'm happy with what I have done here already. Alright, buddy, so that's how I do it. I want to show everybody my greenhouse today. I'm sure you followed me in this greenhouse last year and the year before. So it's a cheap way to do it, everybody. Just take some plastic cups. What do they cost? Maybe a couple dollars at most to buy a whole punch of cups and take it, punch a hole with a knife or whatever you have in the bottom, make a drain in it. And buy yourself some potting soil if you want, or have your own potting soil you make out of a compost heap, whatever you do. It doesn't cost a lot. It's a low price, budget way to grow your own transplanted greenhouse. I mean, look at this, you know. So that's how I do it. You know, you may notice everything I use is recyclable too. I mean, this cat litter buckets, recyclable flats here. These are all recycled pots in here, and it's all recycled. Even the bricks, I got them cheap, almost free. That I laid the floor down in here. You know, I'm a farmer on a budget, and always will be, and this is how I do it. All right, everybody, I hope you like this short video today of how I transplant plants the low price budget way. Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate you. Subscribe to my channel, get the word out that I'm here, and like and share, and you have any comments, let me know, and hit that notification button. Bye, everybody. Stop by again.